Okay. Hello friends, Itza with Itza Thoughts here, and we're here doing part 2 of the handmade three-dimensional dress form that we're working on. And so far we've done this on part 1. This is part 1 where we cut the cardboard, the chipboard, taped the edges around to hold them in place while you glue glue your tissue paper in several layers to create the form of the boobs and the butt for your dress form, so that it's not flat and it's really three-dimensional. So we gave our dress form a form, really. So right now it's drying, and once it's fully dry, then we continue to wrap the dress form with masking tape, and you would wrap everything, the whole entire thing. You would wrap the bottom part, the sides, everything. It's gonna look like a mummy, and you make sure that everything is nice and smooth. There's not a lot of bumps. And once you do that, then you're gonna Mod Podge and collage tissue paper of your choice. I decided to print my own design, my own image on my tissue paper, and that's what I'm going to show you how to do in this video. We're going to learn how to print on tissue paper so that we can use it in our projects. And you will need, of course, an image, which this is the image that I'm using. This is the image on my computer that I'm going to be using to print on my tissue paper. And you're going to need one sheet of cardstock or regular plain everyday paper, and you need tissue paper and some masking tape, and you need that, and you need a printer, or you can create your own design of tissue paper by stamping different images on it, and using that instead of the printed one. But I like this image, so that's what we're going to use today. And what you need to do is you measure and you cut out a piece of tissue paper the size of your cardstock or paper, and then you'll cut it to size on all ends, all sides, and you're going to be left with 2 sheets of paper, 1 your tissue paper and 2 your cardstock. So then you're going to get your masking tape, and you're going to tape the bottom and the top. You're going to tape both of the pieces of paper to each other on the edge here. So this is the tape. You're going to put your tape like so, and then you're going to fold it over. And I already did that to this side, so it's taped. I didn't worry about the sides. The sides are not taped, so that's what that is. And then you're gonna insert the paper just the way you normally would any paper on your printer. And that's what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna insert it in my printer like so, with the paper, and I'm gonna get ready to print my image. So I'm gonna hit print and make it as big as I possibly can, and then I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna hit print. That's my printer starting up. And it might sound a little scary when it's going through your printer, but that's just the noise that the tissue paper makes. Don't worry. And voila, here is my printed image. I don't know why it came out with the borders, but it doesn't matter. I didn't tip. You might want to tape the corners also, just with a small little itsy bitsy piece of tape, because my corner here folded, so you might want to put just like an itty bitty piece of tape there, just to make sure your paper is secure. So then you're gonna remove, when you're ready to use it, you're gonna cut the piece of tape very carefully, like so, and you're gonna do it for some reason it's stuck. Oh, okay. The piece of tape there. And you're gonna cut off the edges. And voila, there you have it. That's what it looks like. My very own printed tissue paper that I can use to decoupage on anything. So that's how easy it is. You just cut to size, put tape, secure it to your cardstock, and hit print and go for it. So here's one image. Let me see. Let me do another one. Here's the collage one that has scissors and clothing patterns. It has a dress form and iron. So I'm going to try that one, and I'll do this one with you guys just so you can see. And there's so many things that you can collage this tissue paper to. You can collage it to altered wood pieces, like boxes, wood boxes, or picture frames. You can collage it on paper. This is also the same way, the same steps that you would take to print on fabric. If anyone's interested on printing on fabric, you just need basic regular white cotton or poly cotton fabric that you would purchase at anywhere, Joann's or any fabric store, and you would follow the same techniques. You would tape the edges of your fabric to your cardstock, make sure that it's nicely stuck together. There's no frays, no threads or anything like that poking out. And once you do that, you put it through your printer, and that's how you print on fabric. So this is really an awesome technique, very simple, very basic. All you need is your image and a printer, and go for it, you know. Be creative. So right now I'm just taping down my corners, taping both papers together. My tissue paper here was crinkly, so let's see how it comes out. And once I've printed a few of the same sheet, enough to cover my dress form, then I'm gonna tear it into sections and collage it onto my dress form with multi-medium gel, and then let that dry. And once that is dry, then I can go ahead and start decorating it and embellishing my dress form. Just making sure that all the edges are cut, that it's exactly the same size. So there it is. It's crinkly. It's taped to my cardstock. I'm feeding it to my printer and printing it. Let it go. You know, for a while there, those patterns, the dressmakers patterns were very popular. So I didn't have any, so I had to find a way to make my own, and this is how I did it, with tissue paper and my computer images. So there it is. There's another one. You can see there, it's transparent. And you don't have to remove them right away. You can just leave them there, taped to your cardstock until they're ready to be used, so you don't rip them or wrinkle them or anything like that. So they can stay like this until they're ready to use, and then just remove them from the cardstock and use it up and reuse your cardstock again. So there you have it. That's how I print on tissue paper. And I have a few projects using these printed tissue papers that I'm gonna do for Christmas. We got some candles that we're gonna make, and some wood items and stuff like that, and maybe a mixed media canvas. And that's the kind of tutorials that I'm gonna have coming up during the next couple of months. So I really hope you guys can stop by and craft along with me. And if anyone is interested in any of these two images, I will be very glad to send them right over to you. Just PM me your email address on Facebook and I'll send it right over. So this is part 2 of the dress forms. And next time we'll be embellishing our dress form. So stay tuned, stay posted, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for stopping by.